Okay, now we're going to move into a shoulder stretch. So extend your right arm to about 2 o'clock and come resting on your right temple. Left hand comes to your chest. Bend both knees so your feet are in the air. And then drop them both behind you. And stay here for a few breaths. Trying to relax into the pose. And then if you feel like you need a little bit deeper stretch, lift the top knee and plant that foot behind you on the floor. And if you feel like you need an even deeper stretch, you can lift the left hand up and bring it behind. Deepening that front shoulder stretch. And gently start to release, coming back into that Sphinx pose, and take your time getting there. And take a breath. Other side, extend your left arm out to about 10 o'clock. Come resting on your left temple, your right hand to chest. Bend both knees, both feet in the air. And then drop them both behind. And feel that nice shoulder stretch in the front of your left shoulder. And make sure you're still breathing. Option to lift the top knee, planting that foot behind. An option to bring the right arm up and behind, just deepening that stretch in the front of your left shoulder. And slowly start to release, taking your time, coming back into that Sphinx pose once again. Take a breath. From here, stay on your forearms and just start to bend your knees. So we're in tabletop on your forearms. And then tuck your toes under, push back into dolphin pose, which is a lot like down dog, except you're on your forearms. Take a breath. Notice how this pose really opens up your shoulder blades. And if you can, take a step or two closer towards your chest. And release your knees down, keeping your toes tucked. Coming to child's pose, bring your arms down at your sides so your hands are by your feet. And just take a breath. And then bring your hands back up front. And we're gonna come into tabletop and bring your right foot through so it's by your right hand. Then push your left knee back so it's at a diagonal. And we're really gonna stretch into that left hip flexor here. Just relaxing your hips, letting them sink down low. And then dig your right heel into the mat, lift your toes up, hamstring stretch on the right side. Then we're just going to move back and forth, moving our weight forward and moving your weight backwards. And feel free to linger anywhere you need to stop and breathe and stretch. And next time you have your weight forward, stay there. And we're going to bring the right foot to the left side of the mat, dropping the right knee by the right wrist, coming into pigeon. Untuck that back toe, tent your fingers, slight back bend. Try to even out your weight between your hips. And you can stay here or you can come down onto your forearms, or you can even rest your head on the mat. And we're going to stay and breathe here and just relax. Let your body relax. Let your muscles soften. And relax your shoulders and relax your jaw. With your next inhale, start to move up out of the pose. Plant your hands. We're just going to move the right knee back. And then bring the left foot forward. And again, bring your left foot forward enough. And push your right knee back. And you want your knee to either be behind your ankle or on top of your ankle, but not in front. Again, just letting your hips relax here. When you're ready, dig that left heel into the mat, lift the left toes up, sink into a hamstring stretch on the left side. And again, moving your weight forward and back. You can go at your own pace, pausing where you need to stop and breathe. Next time your weight is forward, we're going to come into pigeon. So move that foot to the right side of your mat. Let your knee drop down, hips drop down, untuck your toe, tent your fingers, slight back bend. Even out your weight between your hips. And you can stay here or you can start to come down on your forearms. And you can even drop your head to the mat, take a breath, relax, sink into the stretch. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Good. Go ahead and come up, plant your hands. We're going to move the left knee back. And then we're just going to sink down to our bellies. We're going to come into crocodile breath. So your elbows are out to the side and you just rest on one temple. And you just notice your breath moving to the backside body. We're going to end here, so you're welcome to stay here as long as it feels comfortable for you. And have a wonderful evening. God bless.